Hi there! Today I'm doing Zalando haul and I'm choosing from 5 different brands. I'm comparing 5 different brands from budget-friendly to more expensive options. Let's open this box. Here we go. Let's put it on the side. The first brand is Weekday. It was launched in Sweden in 2002 and they started with jeans and now they're more for youth clothing. Price is from budget to mid-range. What I really enjoy about them that they are quite transparent. They provide exactly manufacturers in China and Bangladesh, and I checked their trousers. They offer loose, baggy styles and also quite a lot of sweatpants. Use such fabrics like cotton, corduroy, linen, Liveco viscose, which is more sustainable type of viscose, also recycled polyester. Let's take a look at the trousers. My first impression on the fabric is quite good. It feels nice. I don't see any signs of pilling. The material on the sides are different from the main material. The seams look also neat. Here and here. Pockets as well. Zipper is moving smoothly, but I see some threads sticking out here, here, here. We already know it is made in China. You can wash it in machine. Oh, that's not good. The shell is made of 70% recycled polyester and 30% of viscose, a semi-synthetic material. That's not good. I bought it as a cotton and here it is polyester. Let's take a look inside. Okay, from the inside I always check the seams on the sides because they are the ones which bear the most of the load. They have to be very strong. They're done quite neatly. Still see some places with a thread. But remember, this is a budget-friendly option, so do not expect that they would be perfect. And the pockets, they also look good. So the only thing I don't like about them is that they are made of recycled polyester. Let's take some notes. Under the first step, I wrote fabrics and care, also that it has a good touch to feeling, no signs of pilling, made in China, and overall score is 2. Maximum would be 3. Talking about the seams and details, they get 3 points from me, especially considering the budget-friendly option. Let's try them out. Then trying them out, small size is too small for me. That's why it had a bit too much pressure at the front. But other than that, I really enjoy the fit. The score is 2. And the overall score is 7 out of 9. Pretty impressive for a budget-friendly brand. Nowadays, I find it difficult to find quality for a reasonable price. That's why I created my own list with my favorite brands. In the description down below, you can find a link, join my newsletter and get a free list. It will help you save time and money. The second brand is Stefanel from Italy. They do offer women's clothing and accessories, focusing on knitwear and also outerwear. Price range is mid. I checked their trousers and they offer timeless designs and color, straight and also slim fits, and wide leg. Fabrics are cotton, viscose and polyester. Made in China and Philippines. I have these corduroy trousers. Paid for them $60. Initial price was $120. Let's take a look. The first impression on the fabric corduroy, it feels not that smooth, but actually quite dense. I like that. The seams look also very neat. I don't see any threads sticking out. That's a good sign. Also neat pockets. When I check the buttonholes, I do see threads sticking out. This could be improved. The quality of a button, it looks okay. The zipper moves smoothly. That's a good sign. Alright, let's take a look inside. So the impressions of the inside also feels quite good. I really enjoy the secured edges of the fabric, right here and also here. The pockets are made nicely, but I'm sure this is a synthetic material. Let's take a look at the label. 100% cotton, machine washing, that's great. And they are made in China. Alright, let's try them out. So when trying them out, the size small is again too small, especially at the waistline, but other than that the whole fitting looked very nice. Then I tried the size M and it felt right, but at the front it was a little bit too baggy, I would say. That's why I would give it score 2. So for the first step, I gave it 2 points because the material feels slightly rough. For the seams and details, I also gave 2 points because I saw some threads sticking out of buttonholes and there was no extra button added. For the fitting, also 2 points because when sizing up, at the front it felt a little bit too baggy. So overall score would be 6 out of 9. The third brand is Gestuz. I'm not sure how to pronounce it. But it was founded in Denmark in 2008 and it offers contemporary women's fashion. Again, mid-range prices. I checked the trousers online, but I didn't really like the designs of them. Talking about the fabrics, mainly it's polyester, also viscose and linen. My first impression on the fabric is not the best. I don't feel like it's cotton. I think it might be polyester or maybe a mix with a viscose, but surely not cotton. The seams look quite nice. The fabric itself is rough and I see quite big threads sticking out in all the places. The zipper moves smoothly, that's good. And the seams look also neat. Good sign. Let's take a look inside. And I forgot to mention that this model is called Gestuz Trousers. The initial price was $150 and I bought them for $74. The seam seems to be okay. They have extra material for extra protection of a fabric. Size S, small. They are made in China. Okay, I knew that. So they are made of 97% on polyester and a little bit of elastane. And lining is also 100% elastane. It does have an extra button. But again, I bought them as a 100% cotton. So when trying them out, the size small was good for me and the fitting looked nice when standing. And then I sat down. Always sit down when you're trying the trousers to see if they are comfortable. I noticed that there is too much fabric at the front, even though they felt comfortable. Talking about the scores, in the first step for fabric and care, I gave 1 score because the fabric feels rough. For the second step, I gave 2 points because they added an extra button and also the zipper is a good quality and seams as well. For the fitting, 2 scores and overall score is 5, but considering the high price, I would take 1 point away and that would be 4. The fourth brand is the Birger at Mikkelsen, founded in 1997 in Denmark. They offer women's wear and they're mid-range priced. Check the trousers, they are made in China, Philippines, offers timeless designs and colors, also straight and slim fit and wide leg. Fabrics are mainly cotton, viscose and of course polyester. So I have this Enzo stripe trousers. I paid for them $100, the initial price was $275. They're made out of linen and cotton. They feel slightly rough, but for linen it is normal. What I don't like about it, that this part, the zipper, looks a little bit bumpy. I'm not sure if you can see it. The pockets are neat, I like it. Buttonhole is made very good. The zipper moves smoothly, good sign. Alright, let's take a look inside. I like the seams, they are made very neatly. This part here, again, it looks very bumpy. We have some extra safety for the fabric, that's good. But other than that, somehow I do have mixed feelings. The seams on the sides, they do look neat. Let's take a look here inside. Small size, made of 75% linen and 25% cotton, that's good. We also offer 2 extra buttons, that's nice. But I mean, I do expect that from the expensive trousers. Especially when buying pattern clothes, take a look if a pattern aligns. Look, it doesn't align at all. I think it is a sign of a very mediocre quality. What I also wanted to mention, when buying linen products, you can see all those extra notes. Right here, here, here. This is normal. They're made on purpose to make the fabric even more stronger. Okay, let's try them out. When trying these pants out, I really enjoyed the fitting, especially the high-waisted, wide-leg trousers. And they felt comfortable, especially when sitting, but had slightly too much fabric at the front. So talking about the scores, for the fabric and care I gave 2 points because it doesn't feel like a premium material, especially considering the high price. For the seams and details, also 2 points, especially that the patterns are not aligning. Talking about the third step fitting, I also gave 2 points because they looked quite nice and comfortable, but then sitting had a bit too much fabric at the front. So overall score would be 6 and I would distract 1 point because for a high price I would expect more. So we have 5 points. I'm very excited about this one, the 5th brand. It is called Philosphy di Lorenzo Serafini, an Italian brand. They're founded in Italy in '84 by Alberto Ferretti, you know, the famous designer. And since 2015 it is led by creative director Lorenzo Serafini. They do write that they are focusing on attention to details and also the fabrics. They do have some special features, they collaborate with brands and has a kids section, premium price range, and I checked the trousers online. They do look beautiful with timeless designs and fabrics are natural or semi-synthetics. I don't know where they are made. I didn't find that on the website. So let's take a look at the trousers. So these trousers cost $360 and I paid for them $150. The first impression on the fabric, it feels slightly rough. And surely this is a cotton and I do like the stripes. So the size is M and I have a feeling that they're probably too big for me. I like the fabric. The seams look very neat. And zipper is quite simple but moves smoothly. That's good. So talking about the seams, it all seems very neat. I like the different colors here, the burgundy and also the white. The seams on the side look also sturdy. Hand wash, that's good. Made in Hungary. Okay, now we know. So it is composed of 98% of cotton and also a little bit of elastane. My favorite type of composition, because this cotton has a little bit of stretchiness. The lining is made of cotton and viscose, that's great. Let's try them out. So when trying them out, they're of course way too big for me, but other than that they looked okay. Talking about the first step, fabric and care, I gave it 3 points because you can feel that the material quality is much better. And for the second step, I gave 2 points. For the fitting, also 2 points, and we have an overall score of 7. Today I haven't found my favorite trousers, but I think we also learned something even more valuable. Always check the quality of the garments, considering fabrics, the whole construction and also the fitting. I also prepared a separate video about the subject. Check it out in the description down below. In the future, I definitely will check options from Weekday and Stefanel. They're budget-friendly and mid-range, and I think they offer pretty good quality. And I also enjoy the quality of Philosphy, the Lorenzo Serafini. Now you can also learn a separate video about luxury watches for ladies under $1,000 right here. If you enjoyed this video, thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe. Take care, ciao ciao!